How's it going? I'm Ryan, and today I'm going to go over the one trade that I took on SPY. I took one trade, happened to be a really small winner. Today was a bit slower for me. We'll get into that in just a second. We're on the daily time frame here on SPY. You can see today was a massive day. Pretty big pullback to pretty much the lows of last Friday's candle. So pretty wild action. A few of the levels I was watching were 470.5, 473.4, and 475.5 or 0.7. We also had some levels from yesterday's action. We'll get into those in just a second. These levels were from 2021 though, so we'll take a look back at 2021, kind of the top of the market, and see some of these levels. So you can see this 473.4, kind of the top of this range. You can see 1, 2, 3 rejections off of that. We also have kind of the top and bottom of this range that we bounced in for quite a while, around 470.5 and 464.5 or so. This level, however, 475.8, happened to be the high of today and the beginning of a massive reversal. So this was just the bottom of this range here, pretty evident. And I was watching that because between there and somewhere up in here around 478, 479, there's not much in terms of resistance. As you can see, maybe a level around 476.8 or so. But I was watching this level because if we had broken this to the upside, I think we easily could have seen ourselves trend closer up towards that 478 and eventually make our way towards 480 and ultimately set all-time highs. That did not happen though. We got a big rejection off that level, and we will look at that in just a second. So a few of the levels I was watching from yesterday, I have yesterday's high, yesterday's low, pre-market high, pre-market low. One thing that I was watching, I'm actually going to back it up to the hourly chart. One thing that I was watching was a pullback to this 473.5 area and a move upward from there. We didn't quite get that, but we did get a similar price action as we kind of pulled back into that area before rallying. The reason why is we had this level here. It was the previous 52-week high right here. So we had broken above it and then pulled back to retest it. So in an uptrending market, that's a pretty good setup, is a break of the previous high, pull back, retest, and continue for new highs. We had that today. I did not catch that as it happened pretty much right off the open, and I do not trade the open. So didn't catch that, but that was probably the best trade of the morning. So, and this is all out of scale because we had such a massive drop that we're gonna have to adjust this a little bit to see it. So as you can see, I was looking for a pullback to this level. We didn't quite get that. We pretty much rallied off the open, started to make a bit of a bull flag. I saw that, I noticed it, I debated taking it, but I did not. I mean, I didn't really debate it because look at the time, it is 7:55. We broke out at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we had news come out. We had, I believe, new home builds or something like that, home starts and consumer confidence. So I knew that that might move the market a little bit, especially around the consumer confidence. So did not take any setups here. At 8 o'clock, we had that news drop. We got this big push up, tested yesterday's high a day. Following that, we closed above it. Started to kind of chop around. You could say that maybe we were forming another bull flag again here. I did not take this breakout. Then we broke out to new high on the day, broke above that pre-market high, and we kind of chopped around forever. So that's what I meant today in terms of being slow. I didn't catch a trade off the open, which means I missed this. We formed a little bit of a flag. I didn't trade there because we had news dropping. So this was pretty much no trades for me. I didn't take this trade for any particular reason in general. I don't really trade breakouts though, so even if I did, want to look for this, I would have looked for a pullback or a breakout and a retest, which we didn't really get. So that leads me to what trade did I actually take? And I took calls on this candle here. It doesn't look like much. I took calls here. I took 2 contracts. I sold one when we broke the high a day, and my other got stopped out at break even on this candle here. So let's look at it for a second. Let's understand why I took this trade. Well, we had broken above yesterday's high day. That's a bullish signal. We had broken above the pre-market high. We'd been setting new highs and higher lows throughout the day. Everything was trending pretty bullish up until this point. Ultimately, what I was looking for was a pullback, a retest of a zone, and continuation. We didn't really get that all throughout here, but we did get that here. And what I mean by that is we'd broken above the pre-market high. This was the first real retest, and also we retested this zone right in here. So you can kind of see this area that we were wicking off of in here. We broke above, came down, and retested. So this was the previous high. We broke it and we retested, just as I mentioned earlier. I really like that setup in an uptrending market. So that's why I took calls there. Pretty tight risk, or pretty tight stop on that, pretty small amount of risk. Like I said, first target was a breakout high a day. Second target was this level up here, which we didn't quite reach. I took profit on that push up, and my other runner, my contract, got stopped on this push down here. So we can also take a look. Well, before we switch over to the 2 minute, actually, I want to pull up the exponential moving average. I do this often. Moving average, apply that thing. All right, where are we? Another reason that I took this trade as well is look at what we had. We had a pullback and a retest of the VWAP, or not the VWAP, I apologize, the 9 EMA. So I also like the 9 EMA on the 5 minute for a trending market. As you can see, we're uptrending. We respect that 9 EMA, get a pullback, retest that 9 EMA, make a new high, although very briefly. Once we start moving sideways, you see that 9 EMA becomes a lot less important. It doesn't really tell you much. But once you're trending, it can be a really good guide, especially here. You see us start to trend down, come up, kind of retest it here, fall all the way down. We have a bounce, retest that 9 EMA perfectly before falling, come up, retest that 9 EMA. So in a trending market, whether it's trending up or down, the 9 EMA is a really good place to look for pullbacks. Looking for a lower high on a downtrend or a higher low on an uptrend. So it's just something that I found useful, and that is also one of the reasons I got in this trade. We pulled back to that 9 EMA. We were retesting previous high. We had broken above previous day's high and pre-market high. All of that was bullish. So that's why I took calls there. I was hoping for a continuation, that move upward. Didn't quite get it. So super small win on the day for me. Overall, like I said, it was really slow, especially if you're looking at like the 2 minute. A lot of this chop in here, if you entered calls or puts in this whole, anywhere in this, like, how long of a time frame is this? From like 8:30 to 11:40, there's a solid 2 hours of here where your contracts are just getting cooked. Those premiums are not moving nice. Maybe if you caught calls right here and you sold them at the top here. But this action, I mean, look, we're in a 30-cent range for 2 hours. It's disgusting. It's horrible. And if you're trading 0 day till expiration, that is just going to destroy your premium. Theta is going to kill you. So yeah, like I said, maybe, well, now I'm looking at the 9 EMA on the 2 minute. I guess there's some pullback opportunities. That was right before the news dropped, though. That was some consolidation that I was watching in terms of us kind of consolidating in this little region, this little flag before breaking out. Like I said, though, we did have news at 8, so that is a setup that no matter how nice it is, I would not trade because I cannot predict news, and that's gambling and not trading to me. From there, I don't really know what happened in the evening, but we absolutely sold. We dropped, and it's quite amazing to see. We came up and tested that level. I was watching. That was pretty much the high of the day. From there, we just sent it and erased about $8 or so of a move up. So pretty wild ending to the day. I was not around for this, but what a move! What a move we had. Yeah, that's all I got for you. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. I do trade live Monday through Friday, so that means I'll be here tomorrow. Friday I will not. Friday and next week I'll be out for the holidays, but tomorrow we're gonna be here getting it. So if you're interested, stop by, say hi, say what's up. We'd love to have you. That's all. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out.